a church and an organization celebrating the 69th commencement of the Korean War, which I thought was really neat, and got to take part of that because I worked with the ROK Marines overseas, and those are my kind of people. So where do we start? Well, thank you, first of all, for being here. I'm truly blessed to have such a great group of friends and such a diverse group of people here, friends of friends and people who care about what's going on in politics and what's going on in their communities, and people who have faith and have a focus that makes a difference, because there's not too many people out there like you. And so from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support and thank you for being involved. And I think we're going to win this. Just a little background on me. I know that it's in the pamphlets, but it comes a little bit more from the heart when I'm talking about it. I grew up in Oregon from a single-parent family where we were very, very humble, but my mom never talked about how much money we had. She never envied anybody, and she was very devout Republican. She always talked about opportunity and succeeding by hard work. And she was one of the first women as a secretary to buy a house in that area, and we never looked back. I was blessed to join the Marine Corps in 1990, become an officer. I was a pilot eventually. Served in several different duty locations, the longest which was here. I spent 11 years as a Marine, a medical student, and a resident living here in your communities, and then went back into the Navy as an ER doc and went back to North Carolina, Camp Lejeune, to serve with the Marines in Afghanistan as a service member, and then retired 2 years ago. And then my wife had the choice of where to retire, and this is where she chose. We love it. Gwinnett County's been fantastic. It's as you know, it's the most diverse county in America. We enjoy that. We love it. I can see the diversity in this room. This is what represents America. This is why I'm so excited about it. I hope that I'm a big part of that, because I do have a rather diverse background myself, between the military service and the Navy and the Marines, being a pilot, a doctor, a ground pounder, being an associate professor at Morehouse and at Georgia Tech, being student body president at Morehouse School of Medicine, chosen by my peers, not because I was a Republican, I promise you. And then being a community member, working both in private medicine and before that in social medicine, really. And being a part of the VA hospital system now, I get to see it all. So I've had a lot of diverse background experiences. I have a diverse Facebook friend list you'll see from all different kinds of walks of the world and different politics. I don't compromise those things. You'll find that I stand for what I stand. I will respectfully talk with you about differences that we have. We'll try to solve those, but there's certain things we just can't compromise on. Where does it start? It starts with the economy. So if you don't have a good, robust economy, if you don't have good taxation laws, if you don't have good spending habits, then everything falls apart. You can see the tale of two cities, what's happening down in South America with one of the wealthiest countries in the world per capita, Venezuela, and they used to be a very privatized, very capitalistic society that was very successful. And you can see what happened when they became socialist. They took away everybody's guns, and now they're starving. And that's exactly a tale of one city. The other one is in Chile, where you had a guy, much like Donald Trump, who came in as a businessman, no political experience, privatized everything, including their social security system, and they're now the most successful country in South America. Tale of two cities. Once again, which city are we going to be? If you don't think that we can go from one of the most successful nations in the world to being something very bogged down in government and politics and socialism, just take a look at Venezuela. If you don't think that we can become better, just take a look at Chile. It's a choice. And you guys are part of that. We're going to make a difference. We have the experience. We have the ground troops. Now it's just a matter of getting organized and going out there and accomplishing our mission. I'm about to take off this mic. Thank you to all the Koreans. I need you guys. I need your support. Kamsahamnida. Pilsung.